G'day guys, Tim here down at Studio 99, and today I'm going to run you through a workout for your core or your trunk, whatever you want to call it. It's this bit here. So everything in between your arms and legs that kind of connects everything together, we've got to make sure that stays strong. So I know a lot of you would have been doing certain exercises at your gym, using equipment, Swiss balls, cables, whatever that might be, and now you might be a bit limited in your options if you're stuck at home or outdoor training. So what I'm going to do is show you how to break it down and still get that fatigue in those muscles that we know is really important for stimulating strength and growth. So I'm going to take you through three different principles. Basically, the first movement will be a contraction, so shortening of the muscle. The second movement is going to be a hold or an isometric, and then the third movement is going to be an eccentric contraction, so a lengthening of the muscle through load. So each of the exercises will have those phases, and that's going to ensure we get the fatigue in the abdominals, because the abs are really a muscle built for endurance. They carry us around all day, so we have to do a lot to get them fatigued. So the first movement we're going to go with, I'll show you beginner and advanced versions of each so you can break it down. First one's a basic crunch. So starting on the ground, with a crunch, really important that you're not pulling your head down towards your hips, keeping and jamming your elbows into your sides. We want to keep your elbows up high. So trying to just flex through the spine, think about drawing your chest down towards your hips, so closing this space between your rib cage and your pelvis. That's a nice little crunch movement there. If you keep your elbows up, you're going to keep that space underneath your chin here instead of pulling down on your neck. That makes a big difference. Second movement, so if you want to upgrade that, we go with just a full sit-up. So you can keep your hands on your head and sit all the way up. Again, trying to keep your elbows above your knees at all times. So again, you don't want to be pulling down and jamming through your neck. Try and keep a long, smooth spine position through those movements. So that's our concentric contraction, shortening those muscles up. Next, we're going to work into a hold, so your isometrics, and we're going to do a dish for this one. So this is where we find your lower back on the ground. I'll show you the easy version first. So it's a short lever, bent legs, and hands behind your head, and you can try and hold there. So that's our short dish, keeping the shoulders off the ground and scooping the tummy in. If we want to lengthen that out, so making it harder, stretch your arms away first, getting the elbows next to the ears, and then stretch your legs out one at a time. And you'll find that long lever dish. So my body makes this nice soup bowl shape. And we're going to try and hold that until you can't hold it anymore, and you'll find your fatigue pretty quick, and you can let that drop. So now we want to work into our eccentric contraction. So that's controlling the length of the muscle through load. So we're stretching it out under load. So to do this, we're going to do some leg lifts. So the easy version is a knees to chest, hands by your side or just under your hips to support your back if you need it, shoulders slightly off the ground, knees to chest, and then we're going to go slowly out. So you're going to stretch away nice and slow. So we're controlling the length of the abdominal muscles as they stretch out. Pull them back in. You can do that part fast, but then slowly stretch them out. That's the control we want. Harder version, we do a straight leg lift. Again, slowly down. Control down, whip them back up. Slowly down. So those straight line movements, they're working your six-pack muscles, your rectus abdominis. They control that initial flexion and extension of the spine. Now we're going to move on to the obliques. So this involves a lot of rotation and a lot of side flexion, or lateral flexion. So the first movement, probably seen it before, a bicycle crunch. We're going to do that with a short lever and a long lever. So the easy version is our short lever. We come up opposite knee to elbow and we swap. So again, I'm keeping my elbow high, same as our crunch, pointing that up towards the roof. My shoulders stay off the ground. I don't want to be pulling down here. It's not my elbows controlling the movement, it's my core, my obliques rotating my upper body to move with my legs. So that's our short lever. Long lever, we go opposite again, but we stretch those legs out and they're not touching the ground. So again, there's a lot more loading on the abdominals there, still getting that rotation that we need. Then we're going to take that into a side bridge. So this is our isometric, our hold. So in your short lever, it's on the elbow, and we're just bridging up, nice straight line through the body. I've got my hips up off the ground, everything's holding steady. You should feel this through your obliques here, maybe a little bit in your glutes as well. Shoulders stacked over the elbow. My long lever, straighten that leg out. So I'm up, top leg in front, holding steady. Again, arms straight over this elbow here, squeezing these obliques on. If I want to progress into my eccentric loads, I take that short lever again, and I slowly extend down to the ground, light touch of my hip, and then pop back up. Slowly down, so you feel this side of your body open, this side closes, open, slowly down, close. If we make that harder, we take our long lever, slowly down, up we go. Slowly down, so controlling the length of those muscles that are under tension. Pop it back up. There you go. If you can work through each of those movements to fatigue, you're going to get a really nice, well-rounded workout for your core. Probably go through 2 or 3 sets. Again, because the abs are an endurance muscle, we need to work them out pretty hard. So if you are stuck at home, that's your ab workout. That's going to give you a burn. Stay strong, guys.